Okay, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last take, but I'm afraid to say that because every time I've said that up and wrong, I think this is like try number 4. And I hear my children screaming in the background, so Godspeed. Hopefully, this is 0 episode of Unboxing Barbie. For so much of my life, I have felt packaged into roles that I didn't choose. They were often roles that didn't fit, and usually I had a pretty crappy set of tools to work with. So I had to pack away the parts of me that were broken, bleeding, and non essential. You're listening to Unboxing Barbie. I'm your humble and grateful host, Barbie Wolf. If you were to meet me today, honestly, it depends on the day. On a really good day, you might find me at a local nursery, kid-free, window shopping for plants that aren't in our budget yet, finding a little bit of joy in appreciating things that are just out of my reach. Usually, you're going to find me doing a mix of a lot of things. Today, for example, involved me delivering sunflowers that I grew from the seeds that were given at my niece's celebration of life to my sister who works here in town. And then I went and got an x-ray for something you'll hear about later. But on a hard day, on a harder day, you might see a woman who looks like a wreck, hair a mess, overwhelmed, just trying to hold it all together with far too few spoons and countless, literally countless stacks of things that need my attention. Most days I struggle with any extra care to my outward appearance, and actually I'm okay with that because the truth is my mental health has taken a huge hit lately, and I want to be honest and open about this part of my everyday. Let me give you a picture of what this looks like in my very real life. My husband and I built a small photography business in our community. The passion was all mine, though, and I had to stop capturing my clients during a season that we thought was going to be a lot shorter than it was. So, actually, since 2014, I've captured only a few weddings and precious few family sessions. And at the very last wedding we captured, just over a year ago, literally as the bridal procession started, I fell. I damaged part of my camera. I tore a ligament and fractured a bone on my finger in my dominant hand and hurt my right knee and injured my left ankle. I honestly don't know how I made it through until we left that reception that night. The entire day is a blur. I was in tremendous pain. The hand injury made it almost impossible to do my regular daytime job of bookkeeping and editing for so many reasons was such a challenge. That ankle injury, though, ugh, that beauty has developed into a plantar calcaneal bone spur and a year of pain that has kept me from the thing that clears my head and heart the fastest, cardiovascular exercise. Literally, my favorite antidepressant and anti-anxiety of all time has always been a very long walk outdoors. Alone or with a friend, it doesn't matter. It's where I do my best healing and thinking. So, on top of an already challenging life, the honest, painful truth is that 2 of my beautiful brides are still waiting for some of their products. Their weight, their WAIT, is a huge weight on me, WEIGHT, and yet I physically cannot do the work. And to be honest, even beginning this project, I worry that they're going to see me starting a podcast and feel hurt or forgotten And honestly, it is just a weight. It's so weighty. I feel it everywhere I go. And this is what it looks like when life trauma meets present day pressure. When you're navigating financial stress, marital issues, medical crises, and your body is carrying the load, weight, score of it all. Unfortunately, this overwhelm isn't new, it's just the latest chapter. It's just stacked on a foundation of profound loss. In a span of just under 4 years, I think it was, we lost my sister, my grandmother, and my mother. The loss of my career has happened more than one time, and the loss of my entire church community and all the structure that that entailed was completely gone from my life in a matter of weeks. And for 10 of those years, it included the loss of my daughter to addiction and homelessness, a journey that led me to adopting my own grandchildren. When your story holds that much, you learn to put the pain in boxes just to survive. It's maladaptive coping at its finest, but eventually the boxes either start to break down or they start to get in the way. And for me, they're getting in the way. This podcast, this is me sitting on the floor with the boxes open, finally ready to see what's inside. And really, the unboxing can't begin now because I'm safe. I'm loved. The life my husband and I have created is solid. We have community, and I am able to carry everything this life brings me because I'm doing it with a healed heart, a heart that wants to reach forward in kindness and to leave this earth, quote, better, end quote, than I found it. This process of getting here, of building this heart, is something I've come to call reparenting myself, except there's an I in there. It's the hard work of repairing the damage that was done to me or by me, and at the same time, parenting myself with the compassion I always deserved, which also means listening to the hurt of others with that same compassion. I'm not exactly sure how. I'm kidding. I know how. I just won't get into that now. It's a box we'll open some other day. But even with all the hard church stuff I dealt with 20 years ago, I maintained a connection to my faith. Actually, it caused a complete reconstruction of my faith, which is really a good thing because for a long time, the God I was shown felt like another source of pain or another impossible standard I couldn't meet. But through all of this silent soul searching in these, especially these last dark months, I've been discovering, or really rediscovering, the profound, relentless kindness of God. A God who isn't afraid of my mess. The kind of father who rolls his sleeves up even before he gets down to help. A God who doesn't stand in judgment over my messy life or how distant I seem, but who gets down on the floor with me, who grieves with me, and who gently helps me unbox and tend to every wound. I'm sharing all of this, the messy, the painful, the hard, the absurdly hopeful, not because I think that my story is special, but because I know for a fact it isn't unique. I know you're out there, the parent who feels like you're failing at absolutely everything, even when you are giving it absolutely all you have. The mom of the medically complex kid who's fighting battles in doctor's offices and school meetings and filling out intake forms and fighting battles with insurance companies. The survivor of abuse, just trying to find your own voice or make a new life. A person who feels lost and pushed to the margins of the church or their community, especially now. Holy cow, it is a lot. It feels like it's impossible to heal in the current climate, but it's not. I remind myself daily, and whenever possible, I encourage my friends in the trenches to keep going too. And I say, carry on, comrade, reminding us that our healing is hard and holy work, but it's so worth it. You cycle breaking, people loving, broken warriors, you are my people. You're the ones I want to sit on the floor with among these open boxes. This podcast is for you, especially if you're on a path of unboxing yourself, wherever you are in your journey. I hope you'll join me in mine. Let's figure this out together. Episodes are going to be dropping soon. Stay tuned, and thank you so much for listening.